Hello, investors and traders, and welcome to the Midweek Report. I'm AJ Monte, Chief Market Strategist with Sticky Trades. We're about 1 minute away from the close in the market. Before we get into the charts, just a quick reminder, tonight being Wednesday, we have the 1 hour rapid fire stock analysis segment that will be coming up from 6 to 7. Don't miss it. If you're not enrolled in Sticky Trades, it's not too late to go to stickytrades.com and plug into that. So let's go to the charts. Looking at DIA, you can see we hit my downside target from last week at 329.84. That is a direct hit. IWM, we just filled the target today, and that downside target was 351.26. We hit that today, absolutely right on the money. QQQ, we hit that target as well. Downside target on that one was from last week. You can see right there perfectly, 351.36. SPY, downside target on that one was also hit. You can see today we closed right around that 418.18 level. And the VIX, as we come into this close, we hit the downside target and the upside target on Monday, and now we're starting to head back up. So as we come into the close, let me slow this down for you. There we go. Market's officially closed. You can see that we have a bearish engulfing candle today on higher volume. So I'm not going to draw my target lines up until Friday. I'm going to wait until Friday to draw those lines. But as I always say, the price and the volume trump the oscillators. So I think we're going to go back down by Friday to test the low from Monday. So I think we're heading right back down to right around 328.88. And then we'll have to see whether or not that support level holds. If the support level is broken on higher volume, then we will have an official breakout of that low with an ABCD pattern in the making. So that would be A. We have officially a pivot point here at B, and we have a C, because that's not only a bearish engulfing candle, that is a full-fledged pivot point with a lower high, lower low. So I think we are on our way to hitting a lower D. Again, keep an eye on ABCD patterns. They're very well known. You can see ABCD brings you to a lower D. It happens back here, A to B, pivots, C goes down to a lower D. They're all over the market, and I think we could absolutely see that in the diamonds. Now let's go right to IWM. It's pretty much going to be the same story for the whole market. IWM is oversold, but look at that red candle on an increase in volume. So I think we're not done on the sell side, at least not yet. If you look at the weekly chart on IWM, we are a hair away, just about $1 away from hitting the 3-year lows on IWM. So for those of you that got out of your put positions back here in July, I don't regret that too much. There's going to be a lot of things we could do here at Sticky Trades to help you with generating income and pulling profits out of this market. Just make sure you're paying attention to the charts and not so much the analysts out there, because the charts don't have an opinion. They don't have an attitude. They don't have an ego. They just are telling you the way it is, with the buyers versus sellers and the selling pressure and the buying pressure that comes in that follows that. So I think we're going to take out the lows from back here in mid-October. So keep an eye on that. That might happen by Friday. If we look at QQQ, again, big red candle here on the weekly chart, and we are just closing today below that key support level. Let me go back to the daily chart, and you can see that, yes, in fact, we are closed below that key support level on higher volume. So I think there's still more room to go on the downside for the Qs. Keep an eye on the volume. Once you see a drop in the volume, you might expect a bounce after that. I'll have more to come on Friday when I put my target levels out there for you. So SPY, pretty much the same thing. Again, hitting that downside target, but it's on higher volume on a big red candle. Still think we have more room to go on the downside. So you bears out there are celebrating, I'm sure, with your put spreads. But make sure you're taking profits on the shorter term spreads and positions that you take on. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they don't take their profits. If you're a trader, you should be in, you should be out taking profits. If you're a spread trader, you manage the risk and roll for credits each and every week and every month on expiration. And follow along with teaching people how to spread trade this market because it's a lot less stressful and it allows you to more or less sit on your hands and enjoy your life instead of staring at your computer screen all day. Now, looking at the VIX, very interesting thing happened today. We have a pivot point. All right, so like I said, we would go lower on the VIX and then move up higher. We did that on Monday. We came in, traded down right towards the close, but then we popped up and then came back down again. So it was a little bit of a roller coaster ride on Monday. But I think from here on out, I think we're going to see the VIX starting to move up. We may even see a breakout of this high, not this week, but I think next week you could see a breakout of the high on the VIX. So stay tuned for that. Now, I am going to mention silver because I did not mention that on the weekly market report. We do have a pivot point. Many of you know that I'm a buyer of silver down at the lows. You can see this alert that I have here at $19.99. That is where my buy limit order is to buy back all my position. If it gets back down to fill that gap, looks like it may bounce or reverse from that gap fill point, I may move my limit up and buy back into the position 100%. Right now, I'm 85% of my position is in the silver, and I'm 15% cash in that portfolio. So I'm just giving everyone a heads up on that. So again, remember, Wednesday, rapid fire stock analysis. I'm going to go over at least 50 stocks in 60 minutes. It's action-packed. We're hitting 82% of our price targets over a 4-week period. For the weekly market report, we are 100% with hitting our targets over 9 weeks now. Whether or not we'll be able to push that to 10, we'll have to see. I've never done that before in my career, but we're certainly on a winning streak, and I'm very happy for all of you traders. And hopefully you'll stick with us and continue to learn how to trade these markets. So we'll talk to you later. So long.